and welcome to another episode of Cyrils Brettspiele. My name is Nils, and today, in a nutshell, we are talking about unusual suspects from Cool Mini or Not. It's still the Cool Mini or Not logo on it. It's not CMON. Now they renamed to CMON, or at least rethemed to CMON. So, Unusual Suspects is originally from Cranio Creations, and they brought it into the United States, CMON. So let's take a closer look at what is in the game. And the game comes with a bunch of characters, people here. I played down here a 3x4 grid, like you use it for setup, but you have a bunch of other suspects in here. A real big stack of suspects. You also have a big stack of clues. I'll show you that in a minute. And these cards here, which is just for the witness to set up. What you're doing is you're building a 4x3 grid out of 12 personalities. Then, one person is the witness. It's a fully co-op game, so even the witness is playing on the same team. He or she, for an example, knows that number 12 in this case here, there's one for each in here. So this person is the thief, and we try to catch the thief. Now we all are detectives. And what the detectives doing is they are asking questions. A question like this, for an example. Do they have two tattoos? So, and now the witness has to say yes or no with these voting cards. Does this lady have a tattoo, yes or no? Maybe a little tiny heart on the ankle or on the shoulder, a little dragon or whatever. Maybe not. You don't know. But let's say the witness would say yes, she has a tattoo. Now all the cops has to find out personalities who has not a tattoo. Obviously, this guy... everybody would say, yes, he is a rocker, he maybe have some, and all of that, a biker. He probably not, because he's still living at mommy's home. All things like that. So now the detectives will discuss who has a tattoo and who's not. So they are coming up with the idea, this guy has not a tattoo. Then they agree on him, touch him, and if it's the real suspect, if it's the thief, all together would lose, including the witness. If not, we are simply flipping it over. We know it's number 12, and you can go in. You can guess as many as you want. However, whenever you're touching the real thief, the real suspect, all together lose. Let's assume we are flipping over a couple of more. They don't have a tattoo. We assume, he has probably, she has not. So now we flipped over a couple of them. So now you would note down 1, 2, 3, 4 times the clue number 1. It's 4 minutes spent. So right now the detectives spent 4 minutes. Now you flip over the next clue. Keep in mind, you always must guess after each new clue at least one person. You don't have to guess more, but the more you guess, the better is your score at the end of the game. Are they interested in politics? So, and now things getting again. So now you can judge she is not interested in politics. So now people who are interested in politics will be flipped over. A police officer will be, and so on. And as you can see, as the game goes on, it's simply social and racial profiling. That's what this complete game is all about. Therefore, let's take a couple of more of these hints to give you an idea what you can face. Have they played on a sports team? Now you would say, oh, only people who are looking at least a little bit athletic would be available on a sports team. He probably never played on a sports team, but just by his weight you would judge on that person right now. Do they go clubbing? Again, now you're judging on age. She is probably not going clubbing because she is simply too old. She is a social butterfly. She is going for sure. And you are making the things. And the little bit edgy thing on that game is you are verbalizing that. So you are speaking that out loud. Do they have a criminal record? And now, obviously, bikers may have, this guy may have a criminal record. He, obviously not, because he's working as a police officer and so on. But what is with this guy? Is he a real mafia guy? Is he an Italian guy? Oh, wow, hey. I'm saying an Italian guy and say Italian equals criminal history because of mafia. That is racial and social profiling as its best, which is bad, right? Do they eat a lot of fast food? Do they give to charity? Only rich people can give to charity, you think? Do they use foul or bad language? Do they own a selfie stick? Only young people own a selfie stick. And all of that is unusual suspects. Now you know exactly how it works. Once you eliminated all the 11 innocent people, blah, 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 and this is the only remaining, you all together win, and you calculate your score. Again, each innocent you flip over with one. A clue gives you 1 minute, 1 to 3 minutes. If you use 2, because you have 2 clues already, this one from previous and now this one here, then additional 2. If you have 3, additional 3 per you flip over, and so on. And you simply try to beat the score from the last time. So now let's go, like always, in a nutshell, to my personal favorites and things I don't like, just simply to my personal experiences. I have to say, most of the time I had a blast with this game. I really like it, and I would compare it with a very edgy version of Codenames. Why? First of all, it's a social game. It's a party game. A lot of people can play it. It's up to 16 persons according to the cover, but I would say there is no real limit. So a lot of people can play it, and they're sitting around a table laughing and having fun. However, I faced a couple of times situations where I thought, well, serious? That's the way you're thinking about people? That's the way you're profiling people just by, wow, that is strange. So then it started a little bit of, oh, if he's saying that again, I simply searched for other signs from these personalities, if they are really thinking that or that way. And I thought, well, that's not what I want with friends. With friends around the table, I wanted to sit around and have fun, right? And I don't want to think about, well, he is really, really, really an asshole, or she. So I have to admit, it's a little bit edgy, and sometimes it could even get more nastier. I saw once, and I swear I saw it really, someone was breaking down and crying in front of me because this person thought, well, this is so unfair that you are a guy who likes social and racial profiling. I thought you were a good person. And I was completely defensive because I thought, well, it's just a game, and sitting around a table with friends and playing a game for me should be fun. But I see the point. This person was completely right. It is a game that uses a mechanic and try to bring out all these bad thoughts about personalities and judging on people. And is judging on people really what you would encourage people to? Honestly, I don't know. Obviously, that is just a question you can only answer no. But in a game, I see it's just as a game, and a game should have a lot of laughing moments, which these games definitely have. It should be a social thing, and for me it is. When I'm calling out this lady here as a social butterfly, I mean that completely positive. I think she is a girl, he is looking every 5 minutes on Facebook, is more interested in how her makeup is than in actual politics. That's how I interpret this picture. Obviously, that is not politically correct to judge this lady just on her picture, but that is what this game is all about. Bottom line, for me, Unusual Suspects is a really good version a really good alternative to code names. However, you always have to think about twice if you bring it onto the table. Do I like to play a very edgy game with these people or not? If you're not 100% sure, play the safe strategy with code names. But even Codenames with the After Dark edition, the black one from Target, has this little edgy thing. Do you want it to really talk about these words with strangers, with people you don't know? I don't know. Anyway, I really like Unusual Suspects from CMON, and that was another, in a nutshell, Cyrils Brettspiele. My name is Nils. I gave you a couple of insights of my personal thoughts and of my experiences with Unusual Suspects, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I wanted to show you one more suspect because it's funny. Where is he? Oh, ha ha ha. Every time I'm looking for someone, I cannot find him. Just one more second. He should be somewhere here. Blah, blah. Here, take a look at this guy here. Do you know this guy? Is he playing board games? Okay, see you next time. Bye bye. My name is Nils.